Hello, everyone. My name is Austin Schur with We Write About Music, and today we have Maddie and Ash of Perth, Australia's Dulcie. Fresh off the release of their first single released in 2020 titled Dust. We are thrilled to have you guys here. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to speak with us.
Oh, it's our pleasure. Thank you for having us.
So, how's everything going for you on your side of the world?
Yeah, really good. We are very grateful to be in Perth right now. So, yeah.
Yeah, we're very lucky. We've got to play a few shows, which is really nice.
That's
And
amazing.
yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah,
Gotta
we're
say, quite jealous of that.
I wish
soon.
everywhere was like that. Surely it won't be long before everyone's out and about again.
Not long at all. So obviously I wanted to talk to you guys about Dust. Congratulations on the release of the single. We're loving it. We haven't been able to stop listening to it. It's really super catchy and it's just, honestly, it's fantastic. Tell us a little bit more about how the song came about, the background, basically anything you have to share about it.
All right. So I wrote this song, like the kind of the general basis of the song earlier this year as I was going through my voice memos, and I just scrolled to like the bottom of my memos and I found an old recording from back in 2018. And sometimes when I drive, I'll just push record on my voice memos and sing random stuff over the top, as you do. And I found this idea and I liked it, and it's what we use in the bridge part now. So I just took that and then just started writing a different song using that idea, and then brought it to the band, and we all kind of jumped on it and rearranged it and kept working on it. And now here it is. Bada bing, bada boom.
Amazing. So started out as a demo, turned
Yeah,
into the lead single.
I forgot an
Uh,
idea.
I was going to say, so obviously it's amazing, but is it indicative of a future sound for you guys? Or do you kind of craft whatever comes, when you are feeling creative?
I think it's probably quite similar to a couple of songs that will be coming up in the next 12 months. But because everyone in the band kind of writes so collaboratively, we end up with like a bunch of pretty different songs sometimes. So in some ways, I think the sound of Dust is quite similar to pretty much everything we do. But there's definitely a few different ones that come through as
Yeah,
well.
I
So
feel like our songs are quite different from song to song, but they kind of have the same sort of production sound on them, or they have like similarities through them
yeah,
a little bit. You know what I mean?
yeah.
I get that. I get that. So how does recording and writing work within the band? Is it more of you guys have an idea and you present it, or is it more collaborative?
Um, we pretty much go into the studio with pretty much fully formed ideas. We
Mhm.
we like to do a bit of pre-production, and like we all, like the four of us, will kind of get a song to like 98% like done, like ready to perform, been playing it for months. And then we go into the studio, and sometimes we'll kind of come up with like better stuff on the spot and record that. But it's pretty collaborative, like with the four of us. And then once we get to the studio, like extra little bits kind of pop up sometimes.
Yeah,
Of
and
course.
oh, sorry to cut you off.
No, no, no,
This is
no, no.
the time that we worked with someone who wasn't just a producer but a songwriter as well. So in the past, we've just gone in and not changed anything and recorded it exactly as we had it prepared. But this time, Joel was like, "Oh, what if you tried this? Or we could rearrange this part to make it flow a bit more." And it was really cool having someone else's ideas to bounce around. So that was cool.
That's awesome. How much like creative freedom do you feel that you both bring? Is there anything specifically that you would keep to yourself and not introduce, or is it more of like an open forum and whatever goes?
It's pretty whatever goes, I
Mm.
Okay.
think. Yeah, like especially when we're trying to kind of build up a bit of a repertoire of new music, and like we're constantly writing, kind of nothing is out of bounds in terms of what you bring in. Like sometimes like
Yeah.
Ash will bring in a song that's done, like,
Mhm.
or like so close to done, and sometimes we'll just bring in a song that's just like not even close, and just
a little riff or
some
something.
little humming or a little guitar riff or
Yeah.
like a concept. So
I think
nothing.
it's good to be open-minded though, because I think it's so easy as a songwriter to just write off your ideas and be like, oh, that's just not a Dulcie song, or I don't like it. But now it's like, let's just show anyway, and you know, what's the worst that could happen? Just put it out there.
Exactly. I'm of the
So,
belief that no idea is a bad idea. What you think is not so fantastic, someone could listen to and build something off of, and you have the next big hit. So there
so
you go.
easy to say that though, but we can be our own worst critic half the time.
Well, we're always our own worst critics in terms
Yeah.
of anything, so that's easy to understand.
Cool.
So who does what? Who plays what in the band?
I play drums, and Ash sings and plays piano. Sass plays guitar and sings, and Mix plays bass and sings.
Nice, nice. Do you guys ever, or how are you trying to learn new instruments? Is anyone ever trying to teach
I can
anyone
show you
anything
a really
else?
bad version of Blackbird that I've been trying to learn.
Oh, nice.
But I can't play guitar, but it took me like 5 months in ISO to even get the first bit
Hey,
down.
that's a tough one. Even I've
Yeah.
tried to learn that. It's taken me 10 years. I
Yeah.
can't figure it
We
out.
got this. We'll touch base in a few years' time and be like, how you going with that?
Yeah, please do. Um, so, I have to say, you guys being in Australia and everything, your side of the world has, without a doubt, handled things better in terms of coronavirus. And you've already played some shows. How exciting was the first show back? I want to hear all about it. I want to live through you and your show experience.
Yeah, we've been really lucky, really, to be here.
Mhm.
The first show back was exciting and nerve-wracking because we had a good few months there where we didn't see each other and we didn't all meet up and have a jam or anything. So this first show back kind of felt like we'd been off in this other world and then thrown like right back into the thick of like having to have it all under control. So it was pretty nerve-wracking, but we were really excited, and it's gone pretty well so far.
That's awesome. Again, so jealous. Us being in Los Angeles, it's definitely going to be a while till we get back on track and can see live shows. But we hope that when you guys announce a world tour someday, we'll definitely be front and center, waiting to watch.
Oh, that would be so cool. Imagine that.
Definitely. And I know that you guys opened up for the Psychedelic Porn Crumpets, who we absolutely love. Personally, one of my favorite bands, and we got the chance to interview Jack about a month or so ago. Amazing guy. What's your relationship with them? I feel that your sound definitely fits into theirs as well.
Yeah, we're all pretty good mates these days. We share the same management, so that helps out a little bit. We
Of
end up
course.
kind of hanging out and being at the same shows and festivals at the same time,
Right.
and spending a bit of time together. But those guys are great, and even like before Dulcie were one of my favorite bands too. So
Oh, they
it's
rip.
really cool to be able to
They're
play with them
insane.
now.
Yeah. I can't
Yeah.
imagine watching their new stuff. I've been loving all of their new singles that they put out, and I'm really excited for their album as well.
Yeah,
But
me too.
again, yeah, super jealous. I can't imagine you just like setting the stage for the crazy fans that go nuts for them. Like
Oh,
it's such, yeah.
We were pretty nervous.
Yeah.
I'm sure of it.
They
I'm
go
sure
so
of it.
hard on stage, and we were just
Mhm.
worried that we wouldn't be able to kind of get everyone worked up to that level that
Oh
those
yeah.
guys. But it was one of the best shows we played in a long
That
time.
was so
Everyone was
fun.
really welcoming, and we had an awesome time.
I just
So
remember being in the mosh for Porn Crumpets and thinking I was gonna, like fearing for my life. I was like, nah, I choose life. I'm out of here.
Seriously, you need to be careful. You can get killed in there.
Fans a circle, then boom, they all go in, and I was like, I don't want to be in the middle of that.
Yeah, the one time I saw them, maybe like a year or so ago, like I'm a pretty big guy, I guess, but I had to get out of there. It was life or death. It was fun for a few
Oh, great.
songs, and then you had to get out. I don't blame
Yeah.
you at all. So your guys' sound is so unique, but I also feel that it takes on a lot of similarities from similar Australian like psych pop acts. Who do you guys look up to, and who's been a real main influence for your sound?
um, we all listen to a bunch of really different stuff, like within the four of us. But I think probably in the last couple of years, like as a group, we've listened to probably a lot of Tame Impala and Pond and Ocean Alley.
Got the posters on either side of me.
Yeah, I
Wow.
spotted it.
We
I
got
remember.
Pond, we got Tame Impala.
I've never
Oh,
seen
you're sure? Oh, I love it. I love it.
And I fell in love with Pond.
They're the best. Nick Albrook is one of the coolest guys I've ever seen in my life.
100%. I would definitely have a crush on him a little bit.
Oh, I have a crush on him. Are you kidding me?
Yeah,
He's the best.
him.
Oh, yeah. I even wrote down in my notes, you guys are very similar sounding to Pond almost.
Oh, I would take that. Thank you.
Seriously, though, seriously, I mean that. Are you familiar with Stonefield at all?
Yes. I love how they're all like suits.
Exactly. I mean, when I think of like, you know, four women in a psychedelic pop band, they're obviously the first that come, but I'm so happy to know that there's you guys now that I can follow along because I love them. I love the sound that they've made, so I'll definitely be following you guys the same.
Oh, amazing. Thank you.
Yeah, but oh yeah, man, Pond is so cool. You guys really do have a similar sound to them. And I was gonna,
Silver like a billion times on repeat. Like when I first saw them.
Oh yeah. Out of all the bands that I've seen in my life, probably these Tame Impala and Pond probably seen them the most. It's just they're making the good original stuff right now.
Yeah.
So I mean, you guys are currently breaking out within the pop scene in Australia. What are some of your goals that you've set for yourself in 2021?
I think we'd love to get back out touring again. Like this year kind of didn't go as planned, and if we've learned anything, it's that you can't make plans and hope that they're going to be perfect. But we'd definitely love to get back out on tour, and hopefully this Ocean Alley tour that we're supporting on with Psychedelic Prawn Crumpets will go ahead in 2021, and we'll get a bunch of new music out.
Great. I'm really looking forward to it. I've only got a couple more questions for you. I really didn't want to take up too much of your time, but there's been so many incredible releases from so many different bands this year. I feel that a lot of bands are kind of like releasing archived music because they've been in quarantine and everyone's putting out something. What have you guys been listening to this year that's come out?
I've been listening to like the new Julia Jacklin stuff that she released under Sub Pop. I thought that was really cool.
Carla was also released some cool music.
Yeah.
Okay.
Geneve, another Perth act, has been putting out some new music. And what else? I've smashed the new Tame Impala album that came out earlier this year.
Way too many times.
Yeah, there's been a lot. We've been very spoiled for choice this year for sure.
Oh, and Blake Rose. He's from LA. Well, he was in LA.
Blake Rose. Haven't heard of him. I'll definitely check him out though.
He's great. I've been really listening to his music as well. But yeah.
Awesome. Lastly, and I'm not sure if you're at liberty to say, but you know, we've loved this single that has come out and we hope that there's more on the way. Is there maybe an EP in the works or a debut album coming out soon?
I think we can probably pretty comfortably say that there'll be an EP on the way. Pretty sure.
Yeah.
Well, that's fantastic to hear. We'll definitely be looking forward to it. As far as listening to it goes, we'll be listening nonstop. We'll definitely be reviewing it as well. And I wanted to wrap things up by saying thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy days to speak with us. It's really been a pleasure.
Thanks for having us, Austin.
Yeah, you're so welcome. And yeah, when you're in LA, drinks are on me, and we'll definitely be at the show for sure.
Forward to that.
Oh yeah.
Lovely
awesome.
To meet you.
Yeah, lovely to meet you as well. Have a great rest of your day.
See ya.
See ya. Bye-bye.